There is no second best.
Good morning. Happy Halloween, guys. Welcome. Back to, of course, more Crypto Chaos. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Crypto, yes, we got Crypto JPEG in the house. We got Cody Bakula. We got Spence, Cliff, and Easy. How's it going, guys? Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully you're, of course, ready for today. Today is, of course, Bitcoin's birthday, and I am, of course, dressed up as Satoshi Nakamoto. Guys, and I specifically the the statue of Satoshi that was originally unveiled, I believe that was last cycle, 2021. Yeah, so that's in Hungary. Yeah, it's in Hungary. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Suspense. We got good morning, nerds. Good morning, of course, guys. Cody, of course, shaking up the entire chat with more pumpkins and music. Good morning. Cliff, yes, happy Halloween. Good morning, Crypto Chaos crew. How's it going, guys? You guys ready for some more chaos every single day? My God. And today's no exception. Bitcoin holding 109, 110, 108.5, whatever. We're still chopping around that key area. Yes, easy. Coffee ready to go, loading and ready. Let's go. Let's get this. No red hoodie today. Yeah, it's a different day, right? I told you guys. I've been telling you guys all year I'm gonna go with Satoshi for Halloween this year. Yep. Here we go. I did it. Yeah, not wearing red today, which is kind of weird, right? Golden mask looking like Satoshi. Yep. Yes. Are we calling this cycle now, or is it over? Says Easy. Well, let's get into it. All right, guys. Here we go. Helmo's still on the board. Last night we called Crypto Chaos Magic. I would say predicted that we would be winning.
We're gonna win so much you may even get tired of winning.
Oh, so tired of winning, right, Trump? Right. Baseline target hit right dead on. Of course, last night we were calling for baseline bear. Yeah, we played out. I told you guys we're mostly going to be on that baseline. We landed right on top of that damn baseline. Actually touching a high of 110,000, smashing that a few times. So maybe the market might get exhausted. Again, guys, today is options expiry, so it is possible that we do fall a little bit further to the downside. And I think it's going to happen right around noon. So it's going to be kind of interesting. Again, Friday, low liquidity day. So don't expect any kind of crazy moves to the upside. Unless, maybe institutions want to take advantage of this opportunity. I've been showing you guys the amount of Bitcoin left on exchanges every single day. And it's getting very, very low. The lowest we've ever seen on record all year. So again, anything's possible. No one can predict where we're about to head next, but Chaos Magic gets pretty damn close. All right, guys, let's see where we are headed into today. I've got a bunch of things I want to go over, of course, but I want to get this out the gate real quick. This was Bloomberg this morning. Just going to give you a quick little update. Here we go. Before we can ring the bell. In about 5 minutes.
Let's get out of high interest. Look what's making headlines around the world. Payment in kind debt is surging as private credit funds use it to ease borrower strain, raising concerns it masks deteriorating loan quality. Lincoln International pegs bad pick at 6%, up from 2% in 2021, a shadow default rate. We'll get more on the private credit market next hour with Blackstone's Michael Zawadzki and Blue Owl's Mark Lipschultz. So a lot to look forward to in the 10 o'clock hour. Big short investor Michael Burry sent what appears to be a cryptic warning to retail investors about market exuberance. He posted on X saying, sometimes we see bubbles, sometimes there is something to do about it, sometimes the only winning move is not to play. His post comes at a time when more and more people are questioning the financial soundness of the AI boom. Burry made his name shorting the U.S. housing market, and if you don't get the reference, he is quoting War Games, a great movie with Matthew Broderick. The lone analyst with a sell rating on Fiserv ahead of the company's crushing stock sell-off says the writing was on the wall for months. Rothschild analyst Dominic Ball says he still has the sole sell rating on Fiserv. Where we can see.
All right. Who cares about Pfizer? All right. Moving on. We're going to take a look at the metrics right before we get into the open bell. Open bell happens in about 4 minutes now, guys. CNBC Fear and Greed Index from yesterday, ending at 36 in fear. Crypto Fear and Greed ended yesterday almost in extreme fear. Where are we at this morning before the market bell opens? Sitting at 29 in fear. Yep, still a point or two away from that extreme fear. And just going back to what I've been showing you guys on dominance and the amount of coins left on exchanges. We have, what was yesterday's record? 2.14 million left on exchanges. That's it, guys. We're a day behind as always. But that's kind of where we left it off yesterday at 2.14 million for the last 2 days in a row. All right. Danny coming in with a $10 super chat, 10 pounds sterling. Damn.
Give me money. Money now. Me, money, needing a lot.
You guys
now.
in the chat. Oh my god. Thanks again, Danny, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Top of the morning to you. Laddie. Yes, Danny, afternoon from UK. Afternoon, my man, afternoon. Otaku has evolved, says Dylan Karum. I wouldn't say. I'm just celebrating, of course. Happy birthday to Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin. That's today, guys. That's it's been 17 years since today that the white paper was introduced to the world. Right, that's what we're celebrating today with, of course, Halloween, Bitcoin's birthday. It's first birthday. It's got two good dates, right? Two birthdays, and the first one, of course, is today with the introduction of the white paper, and then we have January, what is it, 6th or something like that? January 3rd, I think. Yeah, something like that. Is the birthday of the Genesis block. So so today is a good day. Today's a good day, guys. Last day to turn October green, or we can just get more orange. I'm expiring on Bitcoin's birthday. It's gonna be interesting, guys. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see what I've got. You got about a minute, guys. Let's get over there to Bloomberg so we don't miss the bell. I'm gonna catch up with you guys in the chat. While we do so, 103, 103, 103, 103, 103, 103. Everyone, of course, chanting 103 last night. It's not gonna happen, guys. I don't think so. If it does, it's gonna be in a glorious fashion. It's gonna happen before afternoon or right on top of intraday trading beginning in the afternoon. It's Friday. Anything's possible. Again, we have to break 105 first. We have not broken 105. We haven't broken 106. We're still at the bottom of the channel. I don't know. So my guess is if I were gonna bet on it, I'd say 70% chance we do not hit 103 today. All right. Yes, I'm trying to catch up in the chat. Oh my gosh, guys. Market bell rings any second. I'm just trying to keep an eye on that. Hello humans, says Braveheart, including Joy. Happy Joy. Yes, hi bestie Brave, says Joy. Happy Joy. Have a happy Friday. Happy Halloween as well. Happy Halloween. Chaos fam, says Chaos induced Braveheart. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Boom. It's all about that freedom, money, and of course a little bit of chaos. Missed y'all last night, but I was only able to get to the metal roof finished. Just a bit more work today and I'm done with the roof. Nice. Happy to hear that, Braveheart. Yes, good morning. Nebs in the house. How you doing, Nebs? How you doing? You ready for more tinfoil hat next week? I'm slowly getting ready. I started building my new helmet for Tuesday. Crypto Chaos family. Yes, 100%. Good morning, happy Halloween. Last day for October to turn green, says Dylan Crum. Yes, I didn't sell honey, like you said, Nebula, and there's this class clown. Oh no, you. 20 seconds to the market bell, guys. Here we go.
And it's Halloween. It's the end of the month. It's the 6th month in a row of gains for bulls. If you're invested in the stock market, as a lot of people in America are, then you have to be a happy camper. S&P futures up another 2/3 of 1%. NASDAQ futures gaining more than 1%. There was a dip yesterday. There was a brief pause in the rally. But, you know, as Adam Johnson used to say, the pause that refreshes. You need that to keep going. Emera ringing the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. They have a broad portfolio of electric and natural gas energy generating assets, which obviously is in vogue right now. They're up 35% year to date. Down at the NASDAQ market site, Nomadar ringing the opening bell. Looks like maybe a soccer club, but they've got a fingerprint here. We have no idea what they do. What's the tagline?
Well, on their website, it says Nomadar makes humans whole again, and they have a really sick intro video on their landing page that shows like eyeballs and brains. I still don't know.
I see like some DNA there.
Yeah,
so
some circuits.
I guess
something cool.
They're going to sell shares, so we will learn more about Nomadar in the future.
And I can't wait. In the meantime,
or not, or we'll never hear about them again.
Or we'll never know. In the meantime, all of the eyes and concentration on knowing what they do goes to Amazon. Shares here at the open up 11.5%. Their cloud unit saw the fastest growth since 2022. Those bets on AI infrastructure, they are beginning to pay off, especially considering how much Amazon has underperformed everyone by. Then there's Apple. Shares up 1.5% here at the open. They predicted a jump in sales over the holiday season with its new iPhone lineup showing strong demand. Matt, despite the fact we did not have that AI upgrade cycle that we had hoped for.
Yeah, well, you know, a positive forecast is always good from Apple. When I was a kid, they would always like sandbag a little, under promise to over deliver. So if they're doing that now, 10 to 12% is pretty hot for the fourth quarter. Nvidia is climbing after the CEO Jensen Huang told reporters that he's hopeful its gold standard Blackwell lineup of chips will reach Chinese customers one day. He is in Asia, where Nvidia announced a number of deals, including with top tech firms in South Korea. And it feels like there's not a day that goes by without Nvidia announcing a deal. In fact, we have an amazing org chart of Nvidia's investments in other AI companies, and then those AI companies' investments in Nvidia, and it just goes back and forth and back and forth.
It's like the worst Venn diagram you've ever seen. It's just like this spider web of the interconnectedness.
Joe, if you pull that chart up, we can show it right now. We're talking obviously about AI. It's the only thing that matters. Trade deals,
the only thing that
be damned,
matters.
and the Fed.
$5 trillion
invested
into.
I mean, it's truly
ridiculous.
Amazing.
No, I think someone was like, you can't show this graphic on TV because it's too confusing. That's the point. It's incredibly confusing. You can't figure out where things start and where they end.
It all goes
Sarah
to
Hunt
Nvidia.
right now from Alpine Saxon Wood. She's sitting here with us at the desk. And what do you make of this? Because as Mark Cudmore points out, it's the only theme that matters. But it feels pretty bubblicious thus far.
Well, I think that there was a big argument for a long time that everybody had a lot of cash and they were funding this with cash. And as that chart shows you, you're starting to get to the sort of circular arguments about, well, I'm giving money to you and you're giving money to them and they're giving money to you and it's back to you. So I think that the concern is, are we getting to the point where you're either using too much debt financing, the wrong kind of financing? Is that CapEx coming out of cash flow? And these were also companies that were asset light, right? They didn't have to, they generated a ton of cash, they had great margins, they didn't have to spend a lot of money, and now that story is changing. Right now, it's changing in a way that people don't seem to worry about. They're looking for better margins, they're looking for more productivity. We don't have to see that quite yet, but that's what the next thing is going to be, is what do you get?
By the way, yesterday, when Meta stock was off 10%, people were saying it's because they're announcing more spending on AI, but of course, they've been telling us time and time again that they're going to do that. Could it have been related to the $30 billion bond sale? I mean...
All right, I'm over it. I can only take so much. Everyone talking about NVIDIA this morning.
Whether the Chinese have any interest in buying the product.
Right. And look, the continual theme this quarter was that are they making too much money? And I think that Amazon handled it very well. I thought that Google basically said, listen, they're our really good friends. And then we have to go back to Meta because, remember, I thought that was a very weak conference call because that was one of those, hey, trust us. Now, I trust him because he's bankable.
Okay. I'm over it. I'm over all of it. What's going on in the chat, guys? I'm going to get back in here. This is awesome. Happy Halloween, guys. Yes, Grand Rising Braveheart Gamma got us in the house. How's it going? Good morning, Spence. Strawberry Dragons. Yes, Strawberry Dragons, of course, is here, guys. Of course, our favorite flavor of dragon. She's still holding on to her jobs. I don't know how AI has not taken her job. I've been threatening her with AI taking over her job the whole damn year, and it still hasn't heard, and she welcomes it. Yeah, Joy says, good morning, Chaos Family. Hello, Roll Call, Cody, Cliff, JPEG, Easy, Spence, Strawberry Nebs, Braveheart, Gamma, Dylan. Much love to you guys in the chat. Much love. Thanks again for coming out this morning. Nibbler says, Gamma, good morning. How's the green Halloween prediction going? I think you're the green goat goddess. Yeah, the green goat goddess of chaos, I would say. Bitcoin still holding 109,600. Anything's possible, guys. We're getting close to possibly a breakout or a breakdown. We are still chipping up though. With Chaos Magic last night predicting a baseline target pretty much hit damn near on target. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Grand Rising Nebs, I was right. Green Halloween, yes, Green Halloween. Gamma, shout out to Gamma, got us in the chat, guys.
Gamma, got us.
Cliff, yes, we got Braveheart calling out Cliffy too. Cody now the top of diamonds, the top row of diamonds, and the bottom row is gold. Easy money, Dylan, the villain. Danny the smoking UK fisherman. What the hell, Brave? Insane. Good morning, of course, to all of you guys. Good morning, to the greatest. Thanks again, guys. Thanks again so much. Yeah, you guys talking about your kids dressing up as Bush and Rainbow Flower to school, and Dylan K's girlfriend's dressing up as a strawberry. That's funny. Anyone dressed up as a dragon? That's the next one, I guess. Danny says, nice mask. Man, this is just a cheapie. This one actually, it's hard to actually put a mask on top of a mask, but I managed anyway. All right. Okay, let's see what else we got going on today, guys. Let's get back into the metrics. I did want to, of course, share with you guys market cap for total crypto still hanging on by a thread, 3.69 trillion, probably heading back up to about 3.7 here in a matter of hour or two, I would say. Give it an hour or two, or maybe minutes. Okay, still sitting in 3-1 in fear. We're up about 3 or 4 points already since the market bell opened, which is good. Let's take a look at the overall fear and greed. Well, I can't really go against this one because we've been using Cointree in the morning, so god dang it. Let's see what Cointree says right now. It said 28 before the market opened, now sitting at 29 in fear. Might have been the same place. And stock market right now opening, and it is same place as well. Wow. Okay, all right. Let's see what we get for the headlines today, guys. Let's get into some more news. CNBC pushes out millions face huge sticker shock when ACA open enrollment starts November 1st. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. Trump calls for U.S. Senate to scrap filibuster rule. Airlines call on Congress to immediately end the government shutdown. Pay air traffic controllers. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get on a plane here in the next 2 weeks, and I don't know if I feel very comfortable doing it.
What are you, stupid?
Yeah, you guys are just tuning in and haven't heard yet. I'm going to be heading down to Florida to visit some friends and family down there next month. So I guess in 2 weeks I'll be down there for a few weeks. So again, I'm taking the show with me. So nothing too much will change other than the location. Let's see what we have here. S&P 500 NASDAQ rise led by Apple and Amazon. Today's kind of boring, man. It's just kind of like reminds me of yesterday's news. We struggled so much yesterday to get the news out. Disney channels go dark on YouTube as TV as a carriage deal expires. Exxon earnings fall. Yeah, and a whole bunch of nothing stuff today. There is something I wanted to share with you guys. I did have pulled up some more Doom for this morning. What's this one here? Amazon raises spending forecast to $225 billion as third quarter results top estimates. Yeah, there's hardly anything here that I really want to dive into. Let's take a look over on Fox Business. U.S. airlines implore Democrats to pass a clean CR as TSA air traffic controllers go unpaid. We got to read one of these. There's enough doom there to read one of those. Retail giant denies closure rumors and amid looting threats. Here we go. Yes, this is what I've been talking about for weeks. It's coming. Guys, there is a lot of doom on the horizon if we don't get some bill passed today, which I don't think they are going to. I think a lot of people already left yesterday. So I've been following this person. It's a good time to just talk about it. Just talk about all this doom. Not Discord, where am I going? I'm going to X. Yeah, over on X, guys. I did share some doom last night. I found this person while scrolling through TikTok. And she seems to be like a reporter at the White House or at the Oval Office. And I've been just looking through her videos and I found this one.
Make another quick update video. So I was talking to someone that works for a media organization, and they're like, why is no one covering what's happening with the banks right now and the repo market? And I was like, well, if you cover that, it's going to immediately cause a run on the banks, and it is going to cause a decline in the stock market. But here is the seriousness of what is happening right now that I explained to this individual. So as you have noticed, in 2 weeks, the banks have borrowed $50 billion in emergency liquidity that was not accessed anywhere near those levels last year. That right there is an indicator we have a serious issue. And then on top of that, if you look at the borrowing that was done by this, but today on the repo market, $8 billion of it was mortgage-backed securities versus treasuries. So I give you the pawn shop analogy. When you need to go get quick cash, a diamond ring is a treasury. That's like a $100 bill, right? You give that as collateral and you get back cash. Mortgage-backed securities are garbage. It's a stack of IOUs on the backs of people's mortgages that aren't even being paid right now. So what you guys need to understand, billions and billions and billions of dollars of direct deposits, government funding to contractors, none of that is happening. So none of this liquidity is going into the banks. Worse yet, because a lot of individuals work for the government or work for the military, they cannot pay loans back. So they can't pay car loans, they can't pay credit cards, they can't pay mortgages. That's how banks get cash back. So if banks are not getting direct deposits from the government and no funding from any government source at this point in time, and they're not receiving paybacks on loans, and all that's happening is people are taking cash out. They're taking cash out of their various banks to cover rent, to cover mortgage, to cover car loans. That's why this November 1st date is so fucking dangerous, because car loans are due on the 1st, mortgages are due on the 1st, credit cards are due on the 1st. And so all the direct deposits that are not showing up from the federal government workers to contractors to any other agency that's not getting paid. I don't know about the military yet. I still don't know if they were able to come up with the $9 billion, but let's say that doesn't happen either. Now the banks are out billions and billions and billions of dollars, and they're not getting any loan repayments coming in. So what do I think's going to happen next week? And it clearly looks like the shutdown will go into next week. I think there might be very well a run on some of the smaller banks. I've heard reports, I don't know how true they are, but some individuals are having trouble, especially trying to get out large sums of cash. So a few individuals I've seen comments on just through the TikTok have said,
all right. This goes on for about 5 minutes, but I did want to share some of this, guys, with you guys. I did find her last night. So this is Cheerleader for Change. She is some sort of White House reporter.
record this in
I was going through all of her videos, and she's clearly in the Oval Office, filming they're basically talking about how the Republicans have left the office yesterday or Thursday. So I mean, it doesn't sound like the spending bill is really gonna get done. All right. So yeah, Bank of Canada also said this. I've been sharing this a few times now, but this was a good one as well. If you guys didn't catch this,
and unfortunately, what that means is that unless something else changes,
more doom.
Our incomes will be lower than they otherwise would have been. They'll grow, but they'll grow along a lower. This was the old path. Now there's a new path, which is below the old path. There are things the country can do to try to bend that curve up, but those aren't things monetary policy can do. These are more structural changes. I mean,
all right. All right, I just wanted to top into that because it took me forever to find it, and I was like, it was right there. I shared it the other day, and I'm like, I have to share it again. Of course, more doom coming for America and Canadians. All right. Let's see what else we can dig up in the news. Do another pass through headlines again. Kind of loaded.
The stock is trading. You're talking about a stock that came in to earn.
Apple on Bloomberg, CNBC right now. What are we talking about? Comcast and Fox Business. Talking about Murano. Okay. All right, I'm over it, guys. We're going to get into crypto news early today. It's 15 minutes until we normally cover it. Let's go over all the overall sentiment before we lead into it, just real quick. Okay, here we go. Let's get through this first. Okay, so yeah, we have Crypto Fear and Greed Index yet again sitting at 29. Nothing new there. We have 99.72 on the Dixie, climbing up like a madman. This is on the day. 5-day. We're at the highest we've been now for the month of October. Yep, for the month of October. So again, not good for risk on assets, but we have seen days where, of course, Bitcoin, or not days, but weeks, times, periods, where Bitcoin and the Dixie have run together, even with gold. Yeah, we have crypto bubble sitting at pretty red on the day. No, it's coming back up. It's coming back up. Top 200 assets right here, sitting at basically flatline right now before options expire. And yeah, we have about an hour and a half to 2 hours until intraday trading begins. We have top 100 right now, up about 1%, about 0.25%. Now just down flat. There we go. On average, flat. All right, guys, so that's kind of where we're at today. Again, a big pullbacks on the day, and anything I really like here, not really. Pump.fun is down the most. Meme Core has been running a bit now for this week, so it's finally finding its point of contingency. Maybe gearing up for another leg up, possibly, on Meme Core. It's down only 5% on the day. Anything else here? That's about it. Those are the big movers today, Pump.fun and Meme Core. On the week, there's some 10%, but there's nothing really juicy that I'd be like, okay, there's a great opportunity here. Let's get on in. On the month, there's a lot on the month down on the 100, top 100. I'm still looking at, still looking at Render, still looking at AVAX. Those are down some of the most on the month. Again, with the real utility and probably a big, easy flip coming soon. I really don't have any other options other than those, to be honest. I mean, what do you want to do? Invest in Pengu, down 40% as well? in comparison, I'd rather throw some more money in Sui or Render or AVAX. Those have been kind of the top four I've been shouting from the rooftops on. Celestia, if you guys like Celestia, it's down about 36% as well. Fetch AI, still down that huge, 60% on the month, 81% on the year now. This thing has tanked, has done nothing in the entire year. Since the merger with Ocean, Fetch AI, and I always forget the third one. Of course, to turn that into the ASI, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. Anything else here? Not really. So yeah, my top picks today are going to be probably AVAX and Say, with a little bit of Sui. Sprinkled on in. Again, that's what I would do with my money.
I'd buy that for $1.
Not financial advice. Runner-up would probably be Pith. Again, 31% down on Pith as well. All right. What else we got? Guys? Let's dive into some crypto news a little early today. Before I do, let me shill a little bit to the channel, guys. Don't forget, we also have the merch store. The merch store, of course, is open, guys. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe down below to support the channel. Or, of course, you can jump on over here and grab an item. And I get about $5 per every item purchased on the store. So, yeah, don't forget to do that as well. We also got Bitcoin hoodies. Again, and t-shirts primed and ready for, of course, Bitcoin's birthday. All right. Continuing on. Let's get some crypto news out the gate, guys. Let's take a look at Cointelegraph first. Here we go. A DeFi and TradFi must put aside their differences. This one came out about 20 minutes ago. Let's just dive a little bit into here. I don't want to spend too much time on this. It's often forgotten that the first emails were sent between the U.S. college professors looking to share files that worked collaboratively in the early 1970s, and the sending emails between the two professors initially involved using a closed system between two computers on the AirPanat ARPAN and TE PIN. I don't know. The ARPANET, probably, of course, referring to DARPA. That would enable messages to be sent over the file transfer protocol. Yes, the original FTP. The process was slow, complex, and time-consuming, and consequently didn't gain any traction beyond the league and universities of government research facilities. Web browsing entering the mainstream with the hypertext transfer protocol HTTP was created, the one we utilize today. And then getting in later in, of course, into DNS and everything else while we have domain names. I'm not going to get into the history of the internet, my God. DeFi and TradFi together. Should leaders and DeFi and TradFi decide to work together, we might look back to the current time at the similar inflection point to web browsing in the 1990s when digital asset service providers broke down barriers between TradFi and DeFi platforms, enabling mainstream adoption. A hard thought it might be to imagine, but there's already an established path that involves traditional payment services, PSPs, and providers, and integrate crypto and enable users to top up a MasterCard directly from on-chain liquidity. We're probably going right into that. Chainlink partnership we've been talking about all week with Ondo. Easier than ever than the crypto in real life. It's not about choosing TradFi or DeFi. It's about synthesizing both to create the user experience that people want and need. People just must send their digital assets, a public key or debit card, and put their cryptocurrencies to use anywhere they would usually in the world with a MasterCard. It might not sound like much now, but in many ways it isn't. However, by bridging the gap between the relatively niche digital assets and mainstream financial service providers, there's a genuine opportunity to grow both the DeFi, provide access to finance, and billions of people banked and unserved by TradFi. Oh my God, this is a huge article I didn't think I was going to read. I guess we're bridging the gap. That's the takeaway here. What's the point of this? I thought that was going to be interesting, but not really at all. Crypto is powerful, but without usability. It says locked. XRP price keeps losing ground despite upcoming Ripple swell event. I've been keeping an eye on that market cap for Ripple XRP for a while. Let's see where it's at today. Last time we looked at it, was $148 billion. Today it's sitting at 150. It's doing fine. It's just chopping around here. It did flip BNB again, so it's sitting at number 4. Has to come back up and, of course, attempt to defeat Tether. Tether's been on a rampage with all the money, of course, getting scared out of the markets and going back into Bitcoin, Tether, gold, and silver. That's kind of where everyone's been retreating. All right. Speaking of which, Bitcoin's sitting at 109.8 currently right now, chopping back up towards 110 territory. All right. Let's see what else we have here in the news. I had a feeling this was going to be a very, very rough news day. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Okay. So let's take a look. I might have to go somewhere else besides Cointelegraph. Again, we're a little early into the crypto news. Let's do another circle back to TradFi.
Than they were ready for, and they have to continue to up that. So obviously people are using the
Meta
capacity. John, great.
CNBC, what are we talking about? AMD, chip manufacturers, looks like maybe, or they're on break. And Fox Business. I don't know what the hell this is. Some sort of, I don't know, brain augment. I don't know. All right. Let's take a look over at Bitcoin.com news. There's usually something there we haven't read yet. 17 years later, yes, the cryptographic magic of Satoshi's Halloween white paper launch. Yes, of course, celebrating today is, of course, guys, if you guys didn't catch the morning live stream, the reason I'm dressed up as Satoshi today is because it is, of course, Bitcoin's birthday, the first birthday, if, of course, you're looking at the white paper. So on October 31st, 2008, while most people in the world were carving pumpkins and collecting candy, an anonymous coder dropped something far more enduring into the void, a 9-page white paper that redefined the money itself. The night the mask slipped just enough. That's why we all wear masks on Halloween. Halloween is a holiday for masks, shadows, and transformations, and almost poetic date for a synonym to appear. When Satoshi Nakamoto introduced the Bitcoin white paper, peer-to-peer electronic cash system on the cryptographic cryptography mailing list that night. It wasn't merely the birth of a new currency, it was a symbolic unmasking of trust. Satoshi's project replaced belief in banks with a belief in math, in code, in cryptographic truth, and yet the timing wasn't random. As Satoshi's own words, the inventor's communications revealed strategic restraint, a meticulous sense of when and how to act. Halloween fits that personality, a date rich in symbolism, anonymity, and a pinch of mischief. I had something in my throat. Sorry, guys. In 2008, the financial world was crumbling, and it is crumbling again today. Lehman Brothers had collapsed. Bailouts were baking front page headlines. Could be coming again soon. See what happens next month. And distrust in central banks was at its peak. Into that chaos, Satoshi's Halloween message read that like a spell, a self-verifying system, immune to the corruption, decentralized power. In his words, conventional currency relies on the trusted central banks and financial institutions, while Bitcoin offers cryptographic proof instead of trust. Also, don't forget, in 2008, that was also the year that the BRICS nations was established, and they did not mention that here in this article, which also again had a distrust for the United States central banks, and of course all the money printing we ended up doing after 2008. Cross-quarter codes and celestial timing. Halloween's date has deep cultural and astronomical roots. It's a traditional cross-quarter day midway between autumn equinox and the winter solstice. In ancient Celtic lore, the midpoint marked Samhain, when the veil between worlds thinned. All right, Bitcoin 2 emerged from the veil between the analog and the digital and financial and cryptographic. Whether by design or coincidence, Satoshi released synced perfectly with a night dedicated to unseen realms and transformation. The Sentinel white paper was, in essence, a technological Samhain, the death of financial constraints via third parties and the birth of digital autonomy. Yeah, and I always love too that it happened on Halloween, because we now of course love and worship this orange beautiful thing on the orange day. The cryptographers All Hallows Eve. Halloween also carries cryptographic symmetry. Around 29 years ago, NSA's How to Make a Mint, the cryptography of anonymous electronic cash, decimated a blueprint of privacy preserving money on October 31st, 1996. 12 years later to that day, Satoshi white paper made those academic musings and made them real. All right, so this goes into everything. I don't want to spend the entire morning. I do want to get in a little bit and save it some for tonight, but yeah. October 31st of 2008, Nakamoto published the Bitcoin white paper. All right, guys. All right, let's get back into it. More TradFi run through. Catch up with you guys in the chat here. Everyone looks like they're on break right now. Let me go back here. Yes, good morning, y'all. You are the greatest, says Cody. Yes, nice mask, says Danny. Yes, it's Chaos Scooby-Doo multi-mask episode. Yes, it is a multi-mask episode. How you doing, yo boy? How you doing? I'm not a nerd, Spencer. I'm geek. I'm a geek, says yo boy. Who pissed in the Hive Mappers Cheerios this morning? Some of you guys, yeah, looks like honey, right? Is that honey? Might be tanking. Braveheart McFreeman says, good morning, your boy. Freedom was the good. Flying spooky time, says Cliff. Your boy says a costume for Otaku would actually be on that. We would never even know if we were standing next to us in the supermarket. Yeah, you guys would never know. That's, of course, why I do it. All right, let's see what else you guys have shared in the chat. I want to see what we have here. This is Christine
I have
Lagarde.
good news.
Cliff shared this one. Justin, European Game Council has decided to move forward with the digital euro and accelerate the launch process. We covered this yesterday, guys. I think it was like 2 hours of watching Christine Lagarde at the European Bank Conference, Central Bank Conference. Why did they just knock it out of there? Weird.
Hello.
And yeah, basically what we got out of that was the CBDCs are definitely coming. For Europe, they're going to be horrendous, so still as always, for Europe, but it's going to be a testing ground for the rest of the world. It will be, and they're going to be rolling that out for testing late 2026 to early 2027, and and that was what we got the most out of those dates, and of course the big launch being finally on the 2029. So that's the plan for the CBDC. So again, if you're in those countries in Europe, you might want to start to plan your exodus. The dark times are coming for the world. Okay, we can track everything you do, and they're gonna have a digital ID, guys. And if you don't know how this all works, basically how this is gonna work, you already have your digital ID. Most cases, most countries already have that, right? In the United States, we have this what we call what is it, Real ID? We have that. Other countries have like a digital passport, that sort of thing, especially with neighboring countries as many as there are in Europe. So what they're going to do is they're basically going to integrate that with a physical ID, a digital ID, integrating into a CBDC wallet. They're going to be able to load you up, and of course, delete all the coins or all the dollars or euro dollars, whatever the hell you want to call it, as they please. So if you get like benefits and that sort of thing, you'd be able to choose. They'll be able to choose who gets to trade, sell, buy, whatever, all the things with that digital euro. So if they don't like what you're doing, they can just cut you off immediately. And that's how it's gonna roll. It's just the long and short of it. Try to catch up in the chat, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, this is Christine Lagarde.
I have good news for you on the digital euro front.
It's good news.
Today, the Governing Council has decided to move ahead on the next and final phase of the preparatory work for the digital euro. The other good news is that on October 23rd, the European Council has asked us and all those involved to accelerate the process so that we can roll out the digital euro as early as possible. This is important because as much as banknotes will continue to circulate, we want cash to be in the form of digital euro.
I also want to mention too, another reason why they want these digital cash settlement infrastructure built is so that they can also prevent the run on the banks, because then they instantly can send as much money as needed, as required for those days where the bank would be ran. Like what's about to happen here in the United States, possibly next month. And we also got some of the Fed chairs, like Waller, talking about that as well. We covered that a couple weeks ago with that Fed meeting on stablecoins and innovation. So what they're planning on doing, guys, is literally loading up the banks as needed with infinite amount of cash. As we've heard many times, infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, as fast as they require to load up these banks in times of stress like we're about to see. So anyway, yeah, we'll continue with what she's saying. I just had to get that out there.
As well, so that you can circulate banknotes and click cash with the digital euro. More work is going to be done in the next few months, and if we receive the approval by the European Parliament in the course of 26, we'll be able to pilot the digital euro as of 27.
Yep.
And if the pilot is conclusive and positive, it will be a formal rollout in the whole of Europe in 2029.
Yay!
This is a big project because the euro is our currency, your currency. It brings us together. It's a symbol of trust in our common destiny. So off we go with the digital euro in that next and final phase of the preparation.
Yep, and that's, of course, Christine Lagarde on that. And that seems like that video is actually old. That one came out before the conference, of course, we covered on Thursday. That was yesterday. My God, Thursday. Yesterday. Yes, Cliff, thanks again for sharing that, Cliff. I love the Doom, always. I welcome it. Let's see, Brave Harmony Freedom says the prices are for people with dry, I'm assuming powder this morning. That's what's going good. Easy money. Yes, Braveheart. Yes, great morning. My freedom says yo boy in the house. Yes. Let me see. We also have another clip from Cliff. Thank you, Cliff. Let's see what we got from Cliff. What do we got? What's this? What's this?
What's Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, thanks again, Cliff. That was a doozy as well. Definitely in the spirit of Halloween. Thank you. That's awesome. Thanks again, Cliff. Yes, Doom. It's hilarious how everyone thinks it is a professional economist. Now everything will be fine, but continue spending. Yes. Continue spending, Felix. That's how we, of course, continue to spread the doom. Scrub says, who the F is this imposter on my screen? It is I, not Satoshi Nakamoto. Beebs also in the chat. How's it going? The legendary Beebs in the house, my man. Give a warm welcome to Beebs. How's it going, Crypto Beebs? Yes, good morning, of course, Crypto Future Millionaires. What a monthly close for Bitcoin are you looking for? Monthly close. I've been saying this for weeks, guys. I just want Bitcoin to be oversold by the end of the monthly close. I want us to stay under 115, under 120. Those key areas I do not want us to hit until next month. Why? Well, because I showed you guys this last night, and the same thing I said last month going into October. We want, of course, to have as less liquidity as we possibly can to sell off the market going into the following month. That, of course, is a very bullish setup for Bitcoin into the month of October. We did this last month, and we got, of course, a new all-time high. What are we going to do? Possibly the same damn thing. We're almost exactly where we were back in the end of September into October, which in 2 weeks shot us up to, not even 2 weeks. Was it like 5 days, 6 days? No. That's... Yeah, that's the first. We're looking for the 31st. Yeah, I think it's about 5 days. Yep, 7 days, a week. It took about a week for it to hit an all-time high from 108,000. That's about where we are right now. Actually, we're higher than that right now. So I'd be happy, of course, to have maybe 110, 112, 113, 14, maybe those highs for a huge breakout to the upside. Again, we're still following gold's run, right? Pushing us towards 150s, 160s by the end of the year if we just follow gold's path, right? The golden path, if you will. All right, so yeah, that's what I got for you, Beebs. That's what I got for you. Cliff coming in with a $10 Happy Halloween. Boom. Yes, Happy Halloween and birthday to Bitcoin.
Me, money, needing a lot now.
Yes, thanks again, Cliff, for the super chat, supporting the chaos this morning. So much support. Thanks again, Cliff, for all you do. Yes, the XDB says Braveheart. Looking at XDB. Leandro says, "What's up, family? Leo in the house. How's it going, Leo? How you doing? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well over there in Brazil." She looks like she sniffs Satan's butt crack. Christine Lagarde. Christine Lagarde. Above 108.2, and it's bullish to me, says Nebs. Yeah, looks bullish to me as well. Also, last night, guys, we did show you that there was an inverted head and shoulder pattern forming as we closed. The market closed yesterday. We go into the 15-minute, and we followed that on here. That's how we got our baseline target for tonight, or into this morning. We didn't get as high as I wanted. I hoped. I wanted to see at least a retest of 111, 112. But we didn't see that. So today, maybe, of course, we can have some time to recover that. Options expire today right around noon, guys. So don't forget, in 2 hours, we could be seeing a different Bitcoin. Volatility is more than likely going to happen. Okay, Easy says, feed the fire. Yes.
Powered by chaos. When
Let's
Godzilla walks onto the playground, all your models, they're all going to be destroyed.
Boom. I hit the wrong one. Yes, thanks to EZ for that $2 super chat. Let's feed the fire.
Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace.
Feed it.
Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
I can't feed it enough.
Not about money.
I can never feed it enough. I always try. I'm running out of money, guys. I keep burning scraps. I keep burning scraps. Oh, jeez. All right, what do we got here? Yes, Leandro with a $15 super. Holy hell! Boom!
Give me money now. Me,
nice.
needing a lot now.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you. You're in Florida now. That's awesome. Are you there permanently? I'm actually going there next month. Yeah, I'm excited for you in Florida. That's one of my favorite places. So expensive though, so expensive. Okay, let me get back here. I'm gonna go back in the. I gotta catch up to the chat. I'm so close to catching up. Felix straight bugging says Braveheart. Yeah, I mean. Felix, I mean, we gotta have those, right? Felix, I welcome you as always. I think you're gonna do fine, man. Just don't do anything stupid. That's all I gotta say for you. Just don't do anything stupid. Yeah, you gotta. We have to have those people, guys. We have to have both sides, of course, in the chat. Big Farming Freedom says, me too. My mom told me that watch for razors. Nobody ever found one. I don't buy the Halloween FUD though. Joy. Yes, nice, Brave. Yes, Joy, all parents check that candy. Yeah, don't forget to check the candy, guys. They always wanted us scarred since the 80s. Joy, no apples with razor blades. Yeah, I've never seen anything crazy in my candy when I was a kid either. Right, so we have a block party and pass out jello shots for the parents. That's awesome. Damn, dude. I wish I lived in a neighborhood that friendly. That's Killer A Guy. Yes, I'm living here forever, bro, says Leo. Damn, that's awesome. Bullish. Bullish for Leo's living conditions. Brazil's nice though, and they're going pro crypto and pro Bitcoin here soon. It seems like every time we cover Brazil's moving in that direction. Also, obviously, a big part of the BRICS nations. So that's where the B comes from in BRICS. A guy says yes. Good morning, big freedoms. Yes, and for everyone. Happy. Yeah, joy. It's a good day, guys. This is a skinwalker. You can't tell if it's real otaku or the by mask the guys. Yeah, you're gonna find out. I'm gonna be done with all the live streams after today. This was just a closing statement, all masked up, double masked. He's a lizard man, imposter, says Easy. I guess so. Bitcoin back, returning to 110,000 as we continue with the pleasantries in the chat. All right, guys, so let's get back into the news. Okay, thanks again, for all of that good stuff, Cliff in the chat. Let's take a look at Bloomberg. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got? Rising reports, U.S. plans to strike OPEC producer Venezuela. More boats getting blown out of the water soon.
Since SINS Go, and that comes after the company reported earnings that really...
All right, what do we got from CNBC? S&P laggards, talking about some things that haven't really moved. I'm not familiar with any of them anyway. Fox Business. And they're on break. Okay, getting back into some more crypto news, guys. Let's see what's going on in our space. Let's look at the top 10 assets in the world, too, see if anything really happened, changed. Bitcoin getting close to recovering to 2.2 trillion. Amazon skyrocketing after today's monthly open. We have 2.635 trillion now on Amazon. Again, this was just 2.3 last night, so that's another 250, $300 billion into Amazon this morning. Gold looking at $28 trillion, down about 2 or 3 trillion since its peak. Now sitting at about $4,000 even on gold, as silver sitting at about $48.50. Okay. All right, so that's the roundup, of course, on all the top 10 assets in the world today. Let's take a look at, let's jump into cryptonews.com. Let's take a look over there. I'm going to save Daily Hodl for last. They always have the good stuff. Tether, Tron, and TRM Labs financial crime unit blocks $300 million in illicit crypto. Good, I guess. DYDX, President confirms U.S. market entry with expanding trading. That's, of course, one of the bigger movers we've had in the past few weeks. DYX, I can never say this damn thing. DYDX, still a relatively new project, trying to find its bottom today. U.S. senators push to finalize crypto market bill as shutdown standoff deepens. Yes, let's go. We got an update, guys, 2 hours ago. Let's go. All right, so our U.S. senators still pushing for that Clarity Act. The crypto market structure bill happening despite the prolonged government shutdown. It's a rare point of bipartisan cooperation on Capitol Hill, even with the government shutdown. Bipartisan talks, the long-awaited U.S. crypto market regulation package, the Clarity Act, have resumed in the Senate, even as Washington remains paralyzed by the government shutdown now in its 31st day. That's right, guys. We're a full month out. We are like only 5 days away from a new record on the government shutdown, and we still need about 60 days for us to not retain those furloughed employees. So for them to shake those employees off, they have to have the shutdown for another month. So keep that in mind. We also are all set up. I mean, honestly, I've been hearing crazy talks like shutdown until 2027. I'm like, what the F?
What are you, stupid?
But there's some push for that, I guess. The negotiations led by key senator committees have accelerated in recent weeks despite the broader gridlock. Can the Clarity Act pass by Thanksgiving? That's been the plan. Yeah, that's been the plan. Kind of weird. Oh my god, I do love this Maxi Doge thing right here with the candles resembling that of the old Star Wars toys, if you guys don't remember the 80s. Anyway, I had to say something.
Stupid?
We're all nerds and geeks here, yeah. According to the report, Senate Agricultural Committee Chair John Boozman, ARC, said that he and Senator Cory Booker are working daily to complete their section legislation, which would establish a regulatory framework for the digital assets treated as commodities. Boozman said that he expects a committee vote before Thanksgiving, adding that they were going to get it done this year. And that's been our biggest thing on our narrative list. Probably have for the entire year. And I say that, I don't even see it. I pushed it all the way down here because I got a little fuddish with it, but I moved that into next month's narratives. But yeah, the current narratives, of course, are as followed. Cynthia Lummis at the Distributed Bitcoin Reserve Bill, with, all wrapped into what we call now the Market Structure Bill, the Clarity Act, the Anti-CBDC Act, and all the things. Before Thanksgiving, still the goal. And of course, before Christmas and before 2026. Question mark after question mark. A U.S. government shutdown still in effect. There is now I think 48% chance, I think last time we saw it, for the 16th or further, right? Or further. That's kind of where we are now with the government shutdown. World War trade still in effect. We got to kick the can down the road with China this week, with of course President Xi and Trump's talks. Brazil, Russia, China, oh my, the tariffs with the BRICS nations, dollar alliance, of course, loading with Australia, Japan, I think other countries. We have a partnership with to try to get these other what do you call it, rare earth metals, right? Yeah, rare earth deals to combat China's reluctance to do so. Trump ex-Putin peace talks with Zelensky soon, maybe never, I don't know. We also had another one come back, if you guys haven't been paying attention to this one. The Israel ceasefire was broken, right? So that's still going. I think last I heard last night there was an attack that 100 people were killed. Men, women, children. It sucks. Yeah. So WTF. Yeah. WTF on that. Sailor on Joe Rogan. I would say it's not happening this month. End of November. By the end of November, maybe we'll get Pump-vember. Up-vember. Hopefully we just don't continue all with the Doom-vember. TikTok tariffs, rare earths, oh my, yes, of course, President Xi meeting with Trump is over, it's done. TikTok deal did not even happen. So, WTF, again, nothing has changed.
So much.
But we're still gonna win so much. I had to. Okay, yeah, so, I guess I leave this there. I don't know. That's ridiculous, the whole TikTok deal. Again, TikTok could still be settling on Polkadot, Sui, Solana, or ETH. Last time we did a poll on this, guys, most of you guys were saying that it was all going to go to Solana. That was kind of interesting. Or Sui. When 1,500 subs, Wrenchonomics will continue, guys. We have a new, indicator for that. Right now we're sitting about 1,040 something subscribers. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, guys. Of course, trying to get to 1,500 subs to give away another round of wrenches. I want to break YouTube's algorithm on moderators. We're gonna give away all the wrenches as possible. I want the whole damn chat to be blue. All right, let's continue on, guys, with the news. What else we can dig up? One more run through TradFi. CNBC, Bloomberg's on break. Fed officials sound off on rate cut decision, policy outlook.
People's psyche policy, he says, should lean against demand with inflation running too high and above target. The labor market he sees as imbalanced, believes the economy is showing some momentum. Inflation, meanwhile, he says, is spreading across categories to both goods and services. He went on to note that the financial market conditions appear to be easy, including equities being at record highs and bond spreads very narrow. He thinks the economy accelerated through the summer. And Dallas's Lori Logan had a similar take, saying, quote, the economic outlook didn't call for cutting rates. She thinks it's going to be hard for her to support a cut again in December unless inflation is falling faster or the labor market is cooling more than had been forecast. Inflation, she believes, is taking too long to return to the 2% target. Stock market gains, meanwhile, are fueling wealthier household demand. The comments show the level of resistance that Fed Chair Powell faced in cutting at this meeting and what prompted him to warn that a December cut is not a done deal. Both Logan and Schmidt, they have been more hawkish, and we haven't heard from those who supported the cut, but it does put on notice of a divided Fed that includes some real staunch opponents out there of further easing. Guys?
You know, Steve, this is quite interesting, and I guess it just puts so many things into question. Does this, for you, I know the odds of the December rate hike have come down, but does this 66% sort of add even further fuel to the fire for you?
I mean, it really explains where Powell was coming from and what might have been going on in that meeting with, you know, they did vote. They had 10 votes for the cut. So there was support for that. But it must be that some of the members who supported the cut said, I'm good this time, but not next time. Now you have both Schmidt and Logan coming forward. They weren't even in favor of the last cut. So it seems to me that I'm still seeing a 68% probability that December cut, Courtney. So I wonder if the market remains out over its skis. It didn't really pay much attention going into the meeting that December was in doubt. And then it seems to still be up there and pretty confident that they're going to get a cut in December.
And so now that we know this, and to your point, maybe we know a little bit more into what Powell was thinking when he said things like multiple times that December is not a foregone conclusion. Do you think it's more knowing the discussion in the room rather than the lack of data and the driving through the fog? Or is it sort of both combined, that December is now a bit more of a question than it was 2 days ago?
The answer is yes to that either or question, Courtney. It's the fog. It's inflation running above target. But let's take it easy now. What I'm looking for now, my reporting will do now, is try to figure out where's the default position. Does the economy have to prove that it needs a cut, or is it the other way around? That it has to prove that a cut is not needed. And I think a lot of that's going to come from looking at the jobs data, the alternative jobs data we have. We did get a jobless claims report that showed they remain relatively muted. It's an alternative report that adds up all the states, misses a few states, but generally tells you where we're at. So when I hear these folks talk today, I hear the idea the economy has to prove that it needs a cut with noticeably weaker labor data that we don't have, but the alternative data has to be weaker. The ADP data actually accelerated. We're now getting weekly ADP data. So it's a tough call. More Fed speak to come. We get the hawkish Hammock at noon. She's the Cleveland Fed president. And then we also have Raphael Bostic, and I'm sure there'll be more next week. So we're looking for that default position.
Yeah, a lot of hawk food today, Steve. People are even pointing to Amazon online sales up 8 year on year. Kind of that collision right now.
I mean, that was
all we have.
There's nowhere else to shop.
That was the comment I made in the last hour. You guys are having this discussion of all these buoyant stocks, and I know that the average stock is not there, but all the stuff that you guys were talking about with Jim and David at the top of that show was crazy. It was like, how do you cut rates into this kind of booming investment economy with stocks surging the way they are? This is what the Fed is saying. They're saying, I can't find the reason for the rate cut here.
Yes. Really quick, how often, like with Logan today, how often does a member not dissent, but then come out later and said, I kind of wish I could have dissented?
It's not that often, but usually it's a good question, Carl, but the people who don't vote act like they are members of the committee. And really, there's no difference. They all get to speak at the meeting. They all get to voice their opinion. They all have to go out. Logan will vote next year. So it's really important to be watching her right now. Schmidt votes now. And then we'll see Hammock. I don't remember exactly when. I think Cleveland votes next year as well. So important to listen to her at noon. And Bostic's been kind of in the middle. I am super interested. Our colleague Brian Chung will be.
All right. I want to deviate from that. I want to get into this breaking news here, coming out from MasterCard. Pours $2 billion into new crypto industry acquisition of Zero Hash. Again, we've been following this now for a few days. This is big for a lot of different projects. This is big for not only Zero Hash and MasterCard, but also Zbeck, Chainlink, and Ondo. So, yeah, more news on this. Payments giant MasterCard will be reporting acquiring crypto startup Zero Hash in another move to position itself in digital assets industry. MasterCard will be paying between $1.5 billion and $2 billion for the stablecoin infrastructure firm. Fortune's reports citing 5 anonymous people involved with the deal. The deal is not 100% confirmed, though. It may fall through, but they end up by being MasterCard's biggest bet on stablecoins. Earlier this week, stablecoin firm Circle had officially launched its testnet for its own chain, ARC, which has been designed to serve as an economic operating system for the internet. MasterCard was one of the over 100 companies from finance to tech payment sectors and participated in the layer 1 launch. Other companies included Visa, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, Apollo, and BNY Mellon also are looking to do the same. In MasterCard's August earnings call, CEO Ryan McInerney signaled that the stablecoins were additive to its payments network rather than a threat, as many others suggested. And as stablecoins, we see through another country currency as another currency. We also see it as an additive to the network opportunities for the provide on and off ramps from fiat to stablecoin to partner with advice and wallets to bring interoperability, bring relevant services, bring global reach, and trust to specific use cases. With new technologies, we always embrace innovation. Yeah, I still don't know how these stablecoins are going to work when everyone's got their own stablecoins and probably don't want to control their own economies and push everyone's other ones out of the system. So I'm curious to see if we're going to allow trading with U.S. stablecoins in other countries, right? We're going to do these on and off ramps, and that's why we really need an interoperability chain like Chainlink to settle all of these different coins and their different blockchains. All right, moving on. What else we have? Going back to Daily Hodl. Daily Hodl. Here we go. What else we got? Crypto analysts forecast the end of the Bitcoin bull market, citing number one driver for higher asset prices. We can take a look at that. That one just came out here today too. U.S. national debt ballooning at $4,800,000 per minute, now equal to the combined GDP of China, Germany, Japan, India, and UK combined. What? If that's not enough doom for you this morning, I don't know what is. Of course, we look at the debt clock every single day here on the channel, particularly every single evening, sitting currently at 38,055 billion. That's of course $7 billion than it was yesterday. All right, U.S. national debt ballooning at the $800,000 per minute, now equal to a combined GDP of China, Germany, Japan, and India. Where is David Schweikirk when you need him? I miss David Schweikirk so much, guys. I think with the government shutdown, he's been away. I haven't had a new video, I think, in a month. Let me take a look. Of course, I'm always taking a look at David. He's my favorite representative we have in Congress today. He is the senator from our congressional leader from Arizona. Where the hell is his? There's his channel. Yeah, he hasn't been posting in a while. A month ago. And you guys, if you haven't checked him out, I'm usually
Republican math is not
I'm usually like one of the number one people, of course. Commenting on his shit. I love all of his videos. He of course tells it like it is. He has all these big giant charts. I've been watching him for years. He goes through all of the real data, the real metrics, and of course been screaming from the rooftops, we need to fix America. We need to stop spending. And it looks like we might actually start doing that if the government remains shut down. All right, so here's one right here.
$6.5 billion every single day for this fiscal year. And we're down to the last 3 weeks, so you have a really good sense of what we borrowed.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
In 9 budget years, it's well over $10 billion a day.
Yep. And I love his overreaction. So it's not even overreaction. This is legitimate. right? But no one else, of course, speaks up and talks about the real math like he does. So again, shout out to David Schweikirk. Absolutely love talking about him on my channel. Every time I think about where we're headed, I always think about David and what he's gonna say next. It's been damn too long, man. Too long. All right, guys, don't forget to, I will send you guys a link down in the chat to check out some of his videos. It's absolutely amazing if you haven't already. I don't know why. I don't think I've ever dropped a link in the chat. Stupid. I have never done that. Anyway, we're ballooning $4 million, basically $5 million a minute. That's insane. U.S. national debt is now large and combined gross domestic product of the second and sixth largest economies in the world, according to the nonpartisan watchdog Peterson Foundation. Watchdog says $38 trillion in the U.S. national debt is equal to the combined GDP of China, Germany, Japan, India, and the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, the U.S. national debt is growing at a rate of $4.8 million per minute, $288 million per hour, and $6.9 billion per day. Yeah, 7, 8 billion, something like that every single day. The national debt per capita is around $111,000 per household, and the debt stands at approximately $287,000. All right. The national debt crossed the $38 trillion for the first time on October 21st. That was a good day, guys. We were here. We rolled on over. And, of course, we celebrated it. Happy death of the dollar. All right. On the daily basis, Peterson Foundation says the U.S. is spending about $3 billion in interest payments on the debt. That's crazy if that's true. $3 billion in interest payments on the debt. That's per day? That's insane. Per day? 3 billion of the 7 billion per day is just for interest. That's insane. Let me do some moon math real quick. Let me see if that adds up to what I think it adds up to. If I can find my damn calculator. There we go. So that would be $3 billion times 365. Yeah, that's it. It really is. That $1 trillion per year we are paying now in interest. Yeah. 1.2 trillion, basically. 1.1, 1.2. So Peterson Foundation says it could rise amid credit rating downgrades by Moody's, Fitch, and Standard & Poor's. Financial institutions kind of continue to threat the U.S. debt as a safe asset class, but successive downgrades reveal its privilege is at risk. If the market observers, including the ratings agencies, continue to lose faith in the safety in the U.S. Treasury securities, the U.S. will have to offer higher rates of return to attract investors, which would put an upward pressure again on interest rates. Yeah. It's we are so screwed, guys. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. We're doomed if we do. We're doomed if we don't. I know Trump wants to bring down the rates in order to get the debt at a cheaper rate, but still, it's inevitable. But we can keep snowballing this debt. And we're going to, of course, have a weaker dollar for that. It's crazy that we're even coming close to hitting 100 this week after all this doom and gloom. All right, crypto analysts forecast the end of Bitcoin bull market, citing #1 driver for higher asset prices. Widely followed crypto analyst Kevin Sevenson is laying out the forecast for the end of the Bitcoin bull market, including the price target for Bitcoin's last leg up. In the new YouTube strategy session, Sevenson told his 80,000 subscribers that the general confidence of the speculators is key for driving the price of Bitcoin and other risk assets. With Federal Reserve set for more interest rate cuts and reversal of quantitative tightening, Sevenson says that the traders are likely ready to provide more buy pressure to the Bitcoin in the near term. Bitcoin has done its job. It's gone from 15,000 to wherever it's going to be. In my opinion, the target is going to be something like 142,000. That's my target price. It could go higher. It could go lower. It doesn't matter. If Bitcoin goes to that price, it's perfectly a good exit point. Bitcoin may not have that much upside to go in this left in the cycle, but in the Fed is ending quantitative tightening. We're in rate cuts, and the confidence is kind of returning to the market, and people feel normal again. Well, even if Bitcoin tops in this range, it doesn't mean that it's going to just die immediately. Yeah, I'm 100% on board with this. I'm a little higher, though. I'm thinking more like 150,000 this year. Now, at the end of the cycle, are we to continue into next year? Possibly. It's on the block, right? It's possible we continue into next year, but I'm looking at maybe $10,000 higher than that, 152, 155, something like that. If all these positive things happen, and create a larger distribution pattern, and the dump in the midterm election, it could be a quicker dump at the end of the cycle. It could be a little different if we might sustain higher levels because the Fed is lightening up. rather than dropping the hammer like it did in 21 and 22. Okay, all right. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. According to that investor. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? A lot of doom this morning. Let me go back into yesterday's articles we covered. Let's go through TradFi again and check back with you guys in the chat.
When these oil companies are in the news. We've got some green on the screen.
Still talking about ExxonMobil at Bloomberg. They've been doing that all morning. FDA recalls blood pressure medication. This popped up in the Normie search history last night. If you guys didn't catch that, Fox Business, what else we have? What are they talking
Jason
about?
Miyares can pull this out by a point or two. Unfortunately, there will be no Governor Winsome Sears. It looks like a pretty easy Spanberger.
She seemed like such an ideal.
I'm talking about the race, I guess. All right, let's get back into the chat real quick, guys. Let's see what's going on. How's Bubbles doing, too? Bubbles on the day coming up. Everything looking pretty green now, up about 1%. Bitcoin holding 109.9. Are we going to see possibly a big pump or dump here soon? I would say within the hour to 2 hours, about 2 hours. Yeah, probably see something. Do something, right? Do something. All right, let's get back in the chat here. Let's see what we got going on. Jake the Snake in the house. Who the F is Wi-Fi? What the hell, Jake? How's it going? How's it going? Let me just try to scroll up here and catch you guys. I think we ended right around here last time. Yeah. Yes, okay, you living there forever, he says, Leo. Yes, in Florida. Nice. I wish I could live there forever. Maybe. Good morning, McFreedom and everyone. I don't know, though. I'm telling you guys, I'm really looking forward to Chiang Mai if we do not dump the market next year. Here, he's a lizard man imposter, of course, me, I guess. Bobbin, yeah, sharing something as well. Let's see what Bobbin's got. So we're trying to get banned. Cry, little sister. I can't play that because of copyright. But yeah, he's of course trying to speak through the the titles of these songs. It's so funny. Halloween is selfish day, giving joy. I'm a little hungover and have to sit on the throne for a bit, says Jake the Snake. Wake me when it's alt season. So wake you next month. Okay, gotcha. I hope so. Next year. Maybe we'll wake you up next year. Bobbin says, yeah, they should just shut down forever. Everything still works. What about the air traffic controllers? What about the air traffic controllers? I don't know. I don't know if everything works. Also, these longer we go shut down too, probably all these parks are gonna get like looted and like all the homeless are gonna move in. Oh god, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. All the people are gonna start rioting because of the food benefits running out. I don't know, guys. Some crazy shit coming. Bobbin says, yes, crypto is doing better than ever, says Bobbin. Rort Minerals. Okay. Dylan K says ETFs are getting approved due to a loophole, and that is no decision is made the X amount of days. They get approved. Shutdown helping ETFs. You think, Dylan? I mean, we should have had like all the meme coin ETFs launched this month. We didn't get any of the meme coin ETFs. Not a single one, I don't think, passed. All we got focused on this month was just Solana, HBAR. I don't even think Chainlink. I don't even think Cardano even got its ETF. Or Litecoin. Did Litecoin? Maybe Litecoin got its ETF this week, but yeah, I didn't hear anything in the headlines. Let me see. It's been very, very slow. Come on. Freaking Google sucks. Launched an ask. Oh, October 28th. Yes. LTCCC. It was approved. All right. So yeah, that is out there. Yeah. So that did go. Everything looking pretty green now, guys. Looking pretty green. Okay. Amazon sucks. They shut down the AGS to put in energy in AI games like Snoop Dogg's Courtroom. Are you kidding me, Scrub? What?
What are you, stupid?
What? What? Snoop Dogg's Courtroom? Oh god, he always ruins everything. He does. My history with Snoop Dogg. So I stopped watching TV. I think it was back in 2006. Was the last day I ever watched TV. I'm talking like just syndicated television. I was in high school and we did the first video game awards that was publicized on TV. And there was a bunch of rappers and bullshit video games that had no presence there because there weren't quality games. And Snoop Dogg was there and basically ran the damn show. And I'm like, F this. F all this. I'm done with society. Screw everything. And here we go again. He's ruining everything. I've got PTSD from it, but I'm not saying he's actually ruining anything. I don't mean it. But anyway, yeah, it makes significant cuts to its game division, moving away from first-party, large, budget AAA games. Okay, he is ruining everything. I take everything back.
What are you, stupid?
And moving into casual AI-focused games, including the recently released Courtroom Chaos, starring Snoop Dogg, literally called, yeah, damn it, he's stealing my thunder. He's stealing my chaos. Let's see what the hell this stupid thing is. Yay.
Yo, is that what I think it is? SD with double G, baby!
Wait, let me get in here.
Court's now in session, you dig? Make it about food or something with the dog. I got it.
Your Honor, I opened the fridge and the cake was gone.
Make it the birthday cake.
The birthday cake!
A birthday burglary. Seen this one before. Defense, what you gotta say about this?
No way. I went straight to my room. No kitchen detours.
Hold up. Sounds like my dog over here got something to say.
Objection.
Nah, overruled. Now sit down. My furry friend here is saying that's his birthday cake.
Wait, what did I eat?
That was a doggy cake. Let's see what the court artist drew up. I ain't gonna lie, them shoes smell like kibble cake.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Guilty. And shout out to the lil homie. Y'all made this too easy. Who next? Courtroom Chaos starring Snoop Dogg. Well, you freestyle the cases and I drop the aces.
Okay. Well, there we go. It definitely looks experimental. And they're dropping everything for this. That's crazy. And it looks like just a party game at home, and very few people actually play anything at home anymore. Maybe there's an online portion to it, but yeah, that's not going to probably sell very well. We live in a simulation. Rogan and Sailor release when Bitcoin pumps hard. Yes, 100% easy. We got to get the normies to get that, and we still don't know. I'm just literally copying what you guys are saying in the chat, putting in AI. Jeez.
Stupid?
Yeah, we still don't know when we're gonna get that. Direct correlation between the timing of Joe Rogan and Michael Saylor's podcast releases, have not been documented, and they're not coming. We still don't know. It's probably gonna happen in November. Jake stopped drinking. Only shrooms and weed and ketamine. Says Bobbin. Oh my god. Oh god. Ketamine. Oh jeez.
People get ready right now, here we come. Y'all wind up your ears and
Hit and run. Yeah, coming in from Bobbin. Nice. Can't forget about that good old-fashioned opium, says Nebs. No shrooms. No shrooms. Don't want to meet aliens. Otaku's aliens. Yeah, I still actually want to do shrooms at some point in my life. Bobbin says, yeah, just a 5D. No need to worry. In 5D, 5 dimension. Yeah, the 5th dimension. Yeah, they're just in the 5th dimension, guys. No worries. They're just right there, and there, and there, and there. You just can't, get to them. Otaku likes a man with big charts. What the hell, scrub? Beep says, let's do a poll. What will the U.S. national debt be by the end of 2026? That's a good one. Yes, let's do a poll. Let's see. What will the U.S. debt be by be by 2026? We'll throw that one up there for you, Beebs. We're gonna do so the debt right now is at 38 trillion. I'll be nice. I'll say 39 trillion, which is probably not gonna be enough. We'll start there. We'll do 41. We'll do 45. And we'll do 48. 40. No, that's too much. 46 trillion. How about 43 trillion? All right, there we go. We got some numbers on there for you guys. There you go. I'm not gonna say what I think it's gonna be, but we do still need to print. So we printed we needed to pay off about 11 or 12 trillion this year. And I think we've only ever accounted for about 5 trillion of that. So if we end the end of the year and not facilitate those payments, then we're going to be on hold next year for 6 trillion, I think, total. 5 or 6 trillion. So that would put us at least 43, right? And that's where we're actually landing right now on the chart. It's crazy. 38%, looking at 43 trillion now on the debt for next year. All right, but by the end of next year, the beginning of next year, I don't know. I'm not sure. The middle of next year, where are we going to land? Maybe a little higher than that. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, yeah, we're trying to catch up in the chat. Damn it. It's stuck in the chat again, guys. Okay, yes. Last night in the chat, they called the bottom of the dump. Yes, Max.
It's currently 10.
All right, yes. Shield Harder Red Demon on the screen. Technically, I'm not red today. But I'll shill anyway, of course. Jake the Snake reminding me every single day to shill harder.
The King of Ohio.
All hail the King of Ohio. Guys, don't forget to... Oh, I'm using it as a coaster right now. Yes, to shill harder. Yes, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, guys. We're trying to get to 1,500, our next target, to start handing out all the wrenches for our giveaways. We're going to start our giveaways next month. I've got a whole bunch of merch coming. I cannot wait to do it. It's going to be fun. Yes, shill harder, Red Demon. Yes, thank you. Last night in the chat, called the bottom. Yes, you did, Max. Let's do a poll. And we are doing it now. 36% now, leaning forward towards that 43 trillion. Beebs says, I've been living in Tampa Bay, Florida for 25 years. Nice, Beebs, nice. I moved away from Florida back in 2012, actually, I think. 2011, 2012. Who is this Tampa Bay? You guys crazy trolling in the chat. Beebs, ya dig. I'm sick of these yelled at for flight delays. Please pay our air traffic controllers. Yes. Please, before I get on the plane, please pay them. This game looks cursed, says Scrub. Yeah, it does. Soup Dog makes me want to go back in the bed and start over. Yeah. Dog in the trash. Yes, easy. Yep. Opium Nebs. Yes, classic for sure, says Jake. Got you mushrooms, man. Oh, damn, Cody, always with the hookup. Let's go. Thanks, Cody. Thanks. Definitely one day. I gotta be in a safe place though. From what I hear, I don't know. I don't know if there's anywhere safe for what I'm probably gonna experience on shrooms. 40 trillion by the end of 26, says Jake. Hopium is the new heroin, says Bobbin. Damn. U.S. debt at the end of 2026 surplus. What national debt? What national debt? Surplus B. Cliff, I'm not following you. Stop spending is the only way. Yeah, stop spending. Going into an actual full-blown recession. The pop of all the bubbles. Inflation taking off like crazy, or ending the inflation. We have all the governments around the world, guys. All the central banks are sending back all their U.S. debt and buying gold. They've been doing that all year. Some of them are already talking about Bitcoin as well. Brave Hartman Freeman says, "Are we facing a hyper cal fracture? What cal future? What hyper local future? What? Maybe flights are reduced. Maybe possibilities could unflow. Maybe possible outcome simulation. Definitely possible, if not likely. Easy." Says Braveheart. It's not bad at all, says Cody. Really, the mushrooms. Gotcha. Oh, I hope we can have that moment, Cody. Maybe after the bull run, if it ever happens. My God, it looks like we're in a forever bear market. If you guys aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, in the chat, I keep showing this over on, of course, the evening live stream, the rainbow chart, right? Of course, the rainbow chart showing us the Bitcoin cycles, and it still looks like we're just stuck in this forever bear market. Like, it just looks like 2017's bear market if you just look at it. Yeah, what the F?
What, you stupid?
We haven't seen nothing yet. All right, and of course, Bitcoin on the Bitcoin price chart is currently sitting at the buy level, which is $92,000 to $124,000 Bitcoin. We're still stuck in buy zone. Accumulation starts now at $124,500 and still cheap. Begins at 170. We're nowhere near these targets. We're nowhere near the bubble. The bubble starts at like a 500 grand. This is ridiculous. We got to get this thing going. All right. Let's continue on. Let's go back through another round of TradFi news and see if more crypto news is loading.
Megawatt reactor in a small form factor.
AI boost. We're talking about here on the
capability that's out there to be able to power these data centers in a more rapid fashion. A 10-year permitting process is just not going to help anybody in the industry, whether it's the home consumer or the data center consumer.
All right, good stuff. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your expertise with us. Ryan Mallory is CEO of Flexential on the growing strain on power due to this AI boom, and he joins us from Denver, Colorado. So a lot to think about there as everyone, it feels like, wants to find some way in on AI.
Yep. I mean, again, the data that he popped out there, U.S. data center power use hit 176 terawatts in 2023, could exceed 580 terawatts by 2028. Wow.
Damn.
I know, and it feels like we've just barely gotten started, right? Most places are not really
and our electric bills are going up.
Optimizing their use of AI.
Yep.
A lot more to come.
There you go.
All right, we have a lot more coming up on Bloomberg Intelligence as well. It is Friday, after all, on Halloween. We're going to talk a little bit about Warner Brothers Discovery looking to sell some assets or split up its businesses. Not sure which one it's going to be. The pros and cons of all of that coming up with Paul Hardart.
All right, I'm over it. CNBC, what else we got? One more last round of TradFi news. They're on break. Fox Business. They're on break as well, guys. Don't forget, you can check out all the free news all you want. I don't pay for any of these. Go to news.live.com. Newslive.com will bring you all the news for free. All right. Let's get back into some crypto news. Let's take a look at how the market's doing. Let's look at the total market again. Are we going back up? 3.7? Yes, 3.7 is exactly where I told you we would be in about an hour, and we hit it. 3.7 trillion back on the board for crypto assets. Looking like hopefully this maybe a little higher this afternoon would get us into a recovery, a reversal, possibly creating a inverted head and shoulder. Hopefully we get a little higher on this. We got to get back up to 3.75 trillion to make that happen into November. Open. Let's see. No safe place. Skydiving without parachute is the way. For the horde, says Bobbin. Oh my god, crazy in the chat. Gamma says, Otaku, you need to be safe place, home with someone you love and trust. It should be a magical healing and spiritual experience. Thank you, Gamma. Thank you. I definitely would love to do that one day. Just it's so hard, of course, with regulations and rules on that stuff here in the United States. Now, guys, in the poll, 50% of you guys in the chat think that we're going to hit that biggest one, $46 trillion next year. Possibly. That's going to be our national debt next year. 50 trillion, looking like 2027, 28, maybe. I don't know. Definitely by 2028, we're probably going to see 50 trillion. That's going to be in the next, of course, political cycle. President election. No safe place skydiving without parachute is the way, says Bobbin. Shilling harder than Rick Ross. Rick Ross sound? What the hell? Braveheart? Braveheart. Okay, be with someone who's experienced in the psychedelic experience, has good vibes. Nag, Champa, and good music. Yes, your boy. Nuclear power. Yes, coming soon. More of that here in the United States. God, you guys, I can't say that on the channel. Yo, boy. Bobbing in the chat. You guys are trolls. All right. Moving on. One more round of news. Let's take a look at, I don't think we looked at CoinDesk this morning. Let's take a look at CoinDesk. Strategy eyes global credit expansion with focus on international markets. His goal, he did say last night in his Q3 earnings call. Oh God, here we go. The freaking scam Bankman-Fried. Speaking of Halloween, the spirit of Halloween. There you go. Something to scare you this morning. Sam Bankman-Fried. I was about to say about Saylor though. Saylor, of course, calling for a huge expansion, basically to gobble up all the world with Bitcoin. That's his plan. Those were his words last night. Okay, what else we have here? I don't really want to talk about Scam Bankman-Fried today on the glorious orange day. Brazil orange Bitcoin joins wave of struggling crypto treasury firms turning to buybacks. Inflation still too high. Jeff Schmid explains his vote cannot cut rates this week. Yeah. So this was the other descendant, Jeff Schmid. He explains his vote was not to cut rates this week, saying that the inflation was still too high. Inflation remains still too high, and Schmid is an essay. Schmid in an essay explaining his dissent in the midst of a modest bounce back from yesterday's tumble. Bitcoin slipped as Schmid's comments hit. This actually came out yesterday, but I didn't catch it. No, it came out. It was updated today. Okay. Yeah, it was published today. I'm not sure why. I guess he put out his statements yesterday, a day after the Fed meeting. It's possible for a central bank to cut interest rates and be hawkish. The U.S. Federal Reserve accomplished this week in this post-meeting press conference on Wednesday. Fed Chairman Powell, of course, did the thing, right? We know he did the thing. We don't need to read all this. He did the thing. Yes, he did the thing. Inflation is still too high, saying Schmid, I cannot pronounce this guy's name, questioned the Fed's need to ease conditions, noting stocks at all-time highs, narrow corporate bond spreads, and strong levels of high-yield bond issuance. Inflation, he reminded, has remained above Fed's 2% target for years and stopped coming down. I take small comfort in most measures of inflation expectations having not moved up. What's deteriorating labor markets conditions? Schmid suggests that there's not a lot of Fed can do about that, blaming structural changes in technology and demographics. All right, there's pretty much nothing there, really. My key takeaway is I don't think their data is. I think it's obviously all kind of leaning towards their group of assets, their group of consumer products that I think the average consumer is struggling a lot more than the Fed realizes, or even it will admit. Powell did admit some of that, on Wednesday, though. He did actually go into a little bit of a hawkish rant, which, of course, I was really, surprised of, because he was saying stuff that, kind of took me back to 2020. And I gotta find that clip that reminded me, guys. I gotta find that clip. AI technology. I'll just remind myself when I get off the live stream to find it, because I'm not going to try to find it again here in the live. It'll take me forever and I'll never find it. I do want to, of course, show you guys more of this stuff. Of course, the food stamps ending tomorrow, with a lot of different states not having a backup plan. People, of course, are taking to TikTok and still freaking out about it. Walmart has started to build some sort of structured plan to prevent a huge grocery theft from occurring. A lot of other grocery stores have said they've come out and said they may not even open on Monday. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. So I just want to remind you guys, we might have some pop-up live streams covering a lot of doom. Just a lot of random doom. So stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for, of course, more doom coming our way. Pop-up doom coming soon. I guess. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but that's kind of cool. When will then be now? Soon. All right. I don't want to get too doomy into this, but those are all over the place with the layoffs, the food stamps, and of course riots coming to a city near you. I live close enough to Chicago that I'm kind of concerned. This is my first year in this state. Okay, all right. Where are we going back into? Let's take a look at one more outlet before we head out. How about news.net? Let's take a look at cryptonews.net. Here's nothing good here, but we'll see. Okay, we already read that article this morning. Bitcoin's 6-year high streak ends. Bitcoin's upside hopes postponed to November. Here's the latest. And we can take a look at that, I guess. Bitcoin set to close October in the red. October turned into a red month for Bitcoin as the Fed's interest rate cut decision, easing U.S. and China tensions, failed to support Bitcoin prices. At this point, Bitcoin is preparing to break its 6-year upward streak by close October in the red for the first time ever. Let me take a look at this and see. We're going to look at, of course, Bitcoin appreciation over time, month. There we go. No. Where is it? Bitcoin's price history, Investopedia. One of these not like the other. Month appreciation. Come on, Google. My God. CoinGlass. There we go. Here we are. All right, so we got quarters, we got months. Let's take a look at October for the month. The post-halving month. This is the first time ever, for sure. Post-halving. 21, 27. 2017, we did have a red month, right? No, that's 2018. Yeah, so this is the first post-halving we've ever had in red. sitting at negative 3% so far on the month of October. And that's pretty much it. I mean, today's the last day. We're going into intraday trading in about an hour and a half. Bitcoin currently holding 110,007, looking like it wants to break out and retest this, hopefully, to the upside of 112. I hope we do see something, because this has been a very, very, very disappointing year. The best month we've had so far was April at 14%. Previous cycles, 2017, I guess, didn't happen, but it did follow into that into April. We had a decent April at 14%, but that's it. That's the best month we've had, and we've seen nothing at all for altcoins, right? We haven't seen a single altcoin parabolic run yet this year. Except maybe January, if you count, of course, the fall, I guess, at the beginning of the year, after Trump's win at the rally of that. Okay, what else we got? Steak and Shake partners with Fold to launch $5 Bitcoin burger rewards. That's pretty cool. Fold also has the most common Bitcoin gift cards you could buy. Pretty much any gas station or any shop. Fold Holdings, a Bitcoin rewards company known for using its letters to earn sats on everyday purchases, has teamed up with iconic fast food chain Steak and Shake for the limited time promotion that lets customers earn $5 in Bitcoin with their meal. Starting today, Steak and Shake diners who order a Bitcoin meal or a Bitcoin steak burger at one of their 1,200 participating Steak and Shake locations can visit bitcoinmealdeal.com, upload their receipt, and receive a code redeemable for $5 in Bitcoin through the Fold app. Once the Fold app is downloaded and activated, the reward is instantly credited. I still can't believe we're saying this stuff out loud in 2025. It's crazy. Pinch me. It's crazy. It's insane.
We're going to win so much.
I keep forgetting this is real. Yes, this partnership makes it the first time ever U.S. chain has paired a menu item with Bitcoin rewards, blending food, finance, and pop culture in a single bite. Yes and no, not for crypto. For Bitcoin, maybe. If you guys are familiar with Witch, was it last cycle or in the bear market? It was like 2021, 2022. I think it might have been 2022. Witch. I still have the coin here somewhere in my office. I already redeemed the rewards and sold it a long time ago. Witch. If you guys are familiar with that sandwich restaurant. I think it started in the West Coast and ended up in the East Coast eventually. They did a crypto giveaway. Let me see if I can find the old article from back in the day. Oh my God! Come on, Google, get your shit together. Nothing in the news, really. Okay, all right. I'll just go through all again and find the real stuff because Google sucks. It was in 2022. The offer, customers who purchased a $15 crypto box meal on April 29th, 2022 received a limited edition Witch branded physical coin with an initial value of $10. Value Foundation, the coin was tied to an exchange rate of Bitcoin to US dollars and would change daily. I thought it was a different coin. I guess it was just Bitcoin. Redemption of the coin was redeemable at participating locations of food and drinks, or could be mailed in for a check from the corporate office. Expiration of the program for the Crypto.com ended on 2024. So yeah, this was the first one. So again, Steak and Shake, sorry. I am, of course, a Crypto Otaku. I know the truth. And Steak and Shake was not the first to do this. Bitcoin goes mainstream when it starts showing everyday life, said Fold chairman and CEO Will Reeves in a note. Bitcoin Magazine will be a vision from the beginning. Our promotion with Steak and Shake is the next step in the journey. For many people, this will be the first time they ever own Bitcoin, and it'll come from something as ordinary as grabbing a burger. Hell yeah. This is freaking awesome. I love it. Let's go. And of course, they're going deep into, of course, why Steak and Shake loves Bitcoin. Of course, with I'm not sure if they go into the detail on that, but the CEO, of course, taking a liking to RFK. RFK Jr. was, of course, the first Bitcoin candidate we ever had. He was going to be our first Bitcoin president before, of course, Donald Trump started going pro-Bitcoin in 2020. I'm just going to give you my quick little synopsis of this. And then, of course, Steak and Shake CEO was very close friends with RFK Jr., of course, pushing really good moves for the company in terms of the health aspect of the fast food chains. How healthy can you get fast food to really be, honestly? Well, of course, they went through beef tallow and all the other things they're doing for Steak and Shake, all wrapped up in a Bitcoin centric fashion. Okay, let me see if I can show you guys. There's our X account typically is all about Bitcoin. Steak and Shake. Just go to their quick little. I'm not sure why I'm not following them. There, of course, is RFKJ, as of course, he's always in that passion. Steak and Shake, we've got these little golden fry things now. Probably some sort of related to Bitcoin. Steak and Shake, of course, Bitcoin Magazine, cited Steak and Shake. Bitcoin Burgers, of course, on their page. Okay, all right. They used to do all these other orange and Bitcoin related little ads and making fun, of course, of Cracker Barrel and everything else. They're very, very edgy these days. Okay, let's see what else we can find on the news before we head out. Circle Executive says EU risks regulatory own goal and mid Mica PS2 D2 clash. Okay. Valor token becomes second largest holding of official Trump meme coin wallet. Oh boy. According to sentiment, this data has been determining the Ethereum price for the last 2 months. Yeah, the Trump token was also supposed to have an ETF launch this month as well. I really doubt that happened. But we have been watching the coin rise on the backs of. Yeah, there's no ETF yet. Yeah, all the meme coins didn't get ETFs. I don't think this year. I think Doge got its day. Rex Osprey, I think their Doge ETF last month, not this month. Bonk, I don't think that was supposed to happen this month. Nope, no Bonk ETF. There was supposed to be a Shiba Inu. Nope, no Sheeb. There was supposed to be a. How many were there? There were so many. We didn't get the Litecoin ETF. We didn't get. Geez, how about AVAX? Yeah, we did get our AVAX one like last month. So many DEM tokens. There were so many. I can't even remember them all. Pepe was supposed to get one too. This month, lined up. Yes, Pepe did get one. PETF was launched. Oh god, that was in 24. Really? A cryptocurrency. That's not ETF. That's PETF. Oh my god. Pepe ETF launch. Come on, god damn it, Google. All right, so yeah, Pepe probably didn't get its ETF launch either. ETP. They had one in Sweden though. I have to be very particular about this. USA. No, I didn't think so. No. All right. Okay. Bobbin says I need some DMT. Oh no. Guys, still talking about shrooms in the chat. Scrub says you can hide out with me, Otaku. You're close enough. You're only a state or two away. Yeah, Scrub. Tonight, girls' night. LOL hit early. Joey says we hanging out at the lounge, checking all the costumes. Speaking of which, guys, I hear you guys hanging out in the Discord. We haven't showed the Discord today. Don't forget, of course, to hit the Discord, guys. I did, of course, create that, put that up for you guys last month. Or was it the beginning of this month? I don't remember. I think it was the beginning of this month when we hit our 1,000 target goal. Don't forget, guys, to, of course, hit the link down below. Join our Discord and get access. Just hit the get access button, click on the little emoji, and it'll let you on into the chaos. Guys, we've gotten everyone over here. We got Andy popping up here this morning. Let's go, guys. Let's go. And yeah, you guys are, of course, popping. I can't even keep up with you guys anymore over here. I do, of course, try to come over here and check in with you guys every day. We do have the channel artwork. I do love to make more artwork every single day. So yesterday I put up this "Shut Up and Take My Money," of course, with me doing some of these memes. I know and love you guys. Here, come on, Bitcoin, do something. Exactly what we're doing and waiting for today. Getting close to $111,000 breakout. It could be a trap, though. It could be a trap. Yeah, where you still have the market options expiring for Bitcoin here in an hour. I think so. When will Bitcoin options expire? today. 8 a.m. UTC. Friday options also expired today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's monthly. We have the options expiring in general at 8 a.m. UTC. I hate this damn thing. To EST. That would be, 4 a.m. This is what I was saying last night. I'm like, I know it's like 2 or 3 in the morning or 4. Google just kept saying, oh, no. It's the afternoon. It's 12. I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the early morning. So they already expired. The options already expired for Bitcoin. Now we're just waiting for the monthly close. That's it. Monthly close expires at 4 p.m. So guys, hold on to your butts. About to get volatile. All right, let's go through TradFi. It's so hard to leave every day, guys. Let me go through TradFi, make sure we're not missing anything. Wow.
Absolutely, and there are reports now that the U.S. has decided to attack military fixtures in Venezuela, which is, of course, an OPEC producer.
Oh,
so
boy.
We're seeing moves in oil
We're going to
prices
war.
and getting a lot of people worried about what's next here.
All right, what else we got? CNBC. Netflix announced a stock split. Yeah, I've been talking about that all day. The news. What else we got? Fox Business. They're talking about oil. I think that's what that oil is. All right. Let's get back into the chat one more time and call it. I think that's it, guys. I think that's all we got. We exhausted the news. We're gonna do maybe a run through. I always say that's it, and that's always something I had to find out something to do. We can do one more run of doom scrolling. We didn't do doom scrolling today. I've got to make sure we exhausted all the news, and I do that every single day via doom scrolling on the real news platform X. Let's take a look back in the chat. Oh my gosh. Be someone with who's experienced a psychedelic experience before, has good vibes. Yes, 100%. Yo, boy, thanks again for the advice. You can control it with breathing. Bobbin, of course, going back to Wim Hof, right? Wim Hof. You should do shrooms in a dark room, completely pitch black, alone, no music, and doing Wim Hof. There you go, back to Wim Hof, yeah. I agree with Otaku earlier. You said we are damned if we doom if we don't. Yeah, with the rate cuts. We're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. We're doomed if we don't. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no easy way out. Unless there's something in America we can sell. I don't know, start selling like some of the government's land or something. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to have to do. We're also on hook for all of the, and they took it off the national debt clock, but they used to be on here at the bottom. The amount that we are liable to pay for Social Security, and it was something like basically more than the national debt itself. It was like 38 trillion with all the people that are alive right now, right? And we're not, we're going to go insolvent before then, but so total savings per year is only accounting to $35 billion of all the people in America. Debt held by foreign countries now is only 9 trillion. Damn. Yeah, so if they spend all that back, guys, they could cripple our economy pretty quick. The biggest holder, of course, is still Japan. All right. Let's continue on here. Let's get back here in the chat. Bobbin says the shrooms, the box of the shrooms. I gotta scroll down, guys. I gotta try to catch up before we go. Tonight's girls' night, yes. Cliff sharing more things over on X. Let's take a look here and see what Cliff's got for us. Damn it. Oh, and suddenly all my stress vanishes is with the sound of laughter. Oh my god, there you go. There's some therapy for you. He killed the dog too. I love it. Jesus. There you go. Have the good shroom song for you in the chat, Bobbin. Yes. Unfortunately, I can't share any of the songs in the chat because of copyright restrictions on YouTube. I will get banned. Braveheart says, yes, funny they don't say riots coming for the podunk town near you. Funny how that works. Good coffee, good music, good friends, and we are stronger together. Strong, yes. Guys, don't forget, together, wrench, strong. I can't wait to get more and more wrenches in the chat, guys. I should never have agreed to Jake's Wrenchonomics. Chaos Girls Night Hangout. Yes, will there be a retro scary movie? I hope so, Cliff. I like doing the Wim Hof in the shower. It still doesn't bring Ben Schiller back home. What the hell? When you need DMT, 5 Mio, straight note to licking the frog. Damn, no turning back, says Bobbin. Damn, I'm going back to licking the frog now. That was a thing in the 90s, right? Or the early 2000s. Joy headed out with a pack of cougars and watched the Clip 5 videos. What the hell? Oh, God. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That video was absolutely ridiculous. 100% Joy. Yes, happy Joy, Joy to Joy. Bobbin got another video there, too, sending out to Joy. They are normies. They're coming around little by little, all in the game of things. Yeah, guys, what happens if we do get this Sailor Rogan podcast in November? What if that's and again, with all the crazy fears we're going into next month with SNAP benefits and the government shutdown continuing on, they're going to have a lot to say in that meeting. I wonder what what Rogan and Sailor said in that conference or that interview, because we were getting right into the thick of it. That was right before the rate cut. That was right before, of course, rolling into November with the government shutdown continuing on and no end, with possibly no end still in sight. There was probably a lot of that talked about with Joe Rogan and Sailor, and a lot of talking points, of course, for a pro-Bitcoin position for a lot of normies that have none, right? A lot of normies that have none. Which, again, why I remind you guys every single day to take, of course, your orange pills. Don't forget to take your orange pill every single day, of course, to make sure you don't fall for any of that fear, uncertainty, and doubt. All right, guys. All right. One pill a day. That's all over my keyboard. What are
you, stupid?
Dropping pills all over my keyboard. All right, guys. Don't forget to take your orange pills. Important. Miss Cliff Hangout. Crypto's in his web bot. For the girls. Yes, for the girls. You will laugh a lot, in my opinion, says Cody, when you're on the shrooms, I take it. Yes, cheers and totes, guys. Yes, cheers and totes. We've been drinking almost every single night this week. It's crazy. All right, guys. We're going into the afternoon. I just want to double check on the news here, make sure nothing else is crazy coming out that we have missed today. Michael Starr says 2 hours ago, we're hearing rumors about major banks in the U.S. that will start buying Bitcoin, custody Bitcoin, have the house credits against the native asset, in the first half of 2026. He said that during his earnings call last night. Yes, Bitcoin price on Halloween. Yes, here we go. The highest has ever been on Halloween. I guess you could give it that. Let's go. It's the third highest Halloween we've ever had. 2024, we were already up to $72,000, and then 2021 we had that $61,000 pullback. Right? I guess that was before the last leg up in November to $69K. If I remember correctly, it ended in November last cycle. All right. Of course, Michael Saylor telling everyone to stretch your income with Stretch. Of course, their Stretch product with the dividends paid monthly. U.S. banks are now sitting at $395 billion in unrealized losses of Q2 2025. Brian Armstrong, of course, the CEO of Coinbase, says the Bitcoin white paper was released 17 years ago today. Yes, again, happy birthday, Bitcoin. Let's go. It's exactly why I'm wearing Satoshi's outfit today. Of course, represented by the first statue. If you guys have never heard about that, the first statue that was ever released happened back in 2021. And that was the statue of Satoshi in Budapest, Hungary. That's just my costume today. All right.
We're gonna win so much.
I hope so. All right. So yeah, the entire financial system updates, and someone anonymous publishes a PDF. The dominoes begin to fall. Of course, thanking Satoshi, coming from Brian Armstrong. The robots are still coming. Guys. And Neo. I don't know, man. These Neo robots are weird. So the AI thing right now is getting kind of weird with these robots. These robots are not fully autonomous yet. And so they're, from what I've heard, they're utilizing people remotely to control them in your home. Oh my God. And if you're comparing them to a $20,000, yeah, this is weird. It's just weird. A $20,000 entry point, $500 a month on loan. Oh my God, what the hell was that? It's like scooping up ice. Yeah, if you're comparing that to Tesla's robots, Tesla's promising like a $30,000 robot for with true autonomous activity. This is going to be some stranger in your home via a remote session. We're probably going to get some murder bots out of this. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing anyway. That they're this
Humanoid.
is so troll. The Shabbat, the world's first at-home Jew mandoid. Of course, is a meme. All right. So yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about these Neos anymore. I definitely didn't like the cloth suit to begin with. I thought that was like, yeah, I'm gonna end up dyeing my robot red because they're not gonna make a red one for me. Satoshi gave bank accounts to 8 billion people with just 30,000 lines of code. Yes, he did. Solana is quietly becoming the third pillar of crypto ETFs. It's definitely the third pillar of crypto in general. Analysts project that US Solana and ETFs could attract up to $5 billion in inflows over the next 2 years. Level of that could cement Solana alongside Bitcoin's Ethereum as one of the crypto influential cornerstones. I guess technically it's not quite the third pillar. I mean, it's the third largest crypto asset by market cap that is building. Has a lot of things building on it, but it's not the third largest. That would go to probably XRP. If you want to ignore, of course, the Binance token. U.S. Security Scott Bessent said he and Singapore's Prime Minister Lawrence Wong discussed increasing adoption and use the digital assets of U.S. dollar stablecoins. Venezuela just announced to allow banks to send and receive Bitcoin. Damn. That's good. Sorry for all your boats getting destroyed, though. We had a DDoS attack on the Dolphin card back at the end earlier today. This is coming from, of course, my Otaku brother from another mother, Samson Mao. And yeah, Aqua Ops unaffected. Card service was restored afterwards. New card creation is disabled temporarily, but should resume today. Some issues, of course, with his Aqua wallet platform. This is Max Kaiser, of course. Snake face spews CDBDC venom. Max Kaiser, of course, very pro Bitcoin proponent. Showing the same video we showed today. Thanks, of course, from Cliff. Optimus V3 unveiling Q1 2026. Won't even seem like a robot anymore, says Elon. At this point, they're pretty damn functional, I guess. I still think there's a person dancing behind that, though. Thanks, Kathy. Elon Musk shouts out to Kathy Wood. Nice. Crypto mom here, or I guess crypto mother, Mother Mary. That's what I call her. Kathy Wood, Elon Musk in his CEO Performance Award. Elon Musk is the most productive human being on Earth, and a human being who attracts incredible talent, people who want to solve the world's hardest problems. This is a win-win for Elon. If Elon succeeds, of course, coming from Kathy Wood herself, endorsing Elon because of the disruption of technology that Kathy Wood loves. She loves, of course, the chaos as well. I love Kathy Wood so much. Big Bitcoin Teddy sharing one of my favorite videos of all time. I've showed you this many times on the channel. This is, of course, the CPAC Summit speech from sorry guys, from Bukele in 2024. Getting allergies, man, allergies. This, of course, saying the quiet part out loud about the banks and the U.S. Of course, printing its money to death. And the illusion of our taxes. So we pay taxes only to uphold the illusion that we're paying. This is to fund the U.S. government. We're not. Our taxes, all the U.S. combined. Let me do that real quick. I'm going to show you real quick. How much money does the U.S. take in from consumer or from citizens taxes? 2025 fiscal year, the U.S. government is projected to collect over $5 trillion in revenue, with a majority coming from the individual income taxes and payroll taxes. Individual income taxes are expected to provide a 50.7% of total revenue, while payroll taxes, funding security, and Medicare will account for about 33% of that. They're going to be coming in with $2.6 trillion from individial incomes. Payroll taxes, all 1.73 trillion. Corporate income, only 310 billion, which is crazy. Yeah, that's about it. Only about $5 trillion. And they had about $5 trillion collected from 2024. All right, so yeah, so about $5 trillion, and we're spending about what, 10, 11 trillion. How much money does the U.S. spend each year? I guess I'll give us something. About 7 trillion. Federal spending about $7 trillion for the same period of 2024. There it is there. But we keep adding things to the debt. I keep adding things to the debt. How much of them? Why none of these links even work in Google? Why is Google so broken? So broken, Google. All right, I'm done. I'm done with this. Freaking Google. All right. Let me get back in the chat real quick. Catch up with you guys. And that's pretty much it. I think we pretty much exhausted the news today. Bitcoin's down 6% this month, according to Joe Quesorti. It came out 6 hours ago. I think it's looking at 3% now. We just checked it. It's about 3% now. 45 states want Bitcoin in the reserve so far. Again, we're still painting the whole damn country orange. They want, of course, some sort of Bitcoin bill passed in their states. Okay, stare at the ceiling fan and cry our eyes out, says EZ on shrooms. Oh no. Well, this morning crew, have a great day. Joy, yes, have a great day, guys. I never bull at Shabbat. Walter, what? Sazak. At work, I'll be listening, says Nebs. Yes. Bobbin, of course, sharing some more links in the chat for you guys. Google is jank. Yeah. Literally jank. You guys watch me. I tried to click on 4 links. It would not even initiate anything. Clips, I sent it to the video girls chat. Oh my god. Everyone, of course, is loud. Oh no. Guys, if you want to, of course, check that out, don't forget to jump over to the Discord. All right. I will catch you guys tonight at 8 p.m. I think that's all I got. All right. So, Otaku, watch this later. I will watch that later, my man. I'll pull it all up for the exit. Oh no, DMT experiment and participation. It's crazy. We have videos of people doing DMT and all that stuff, but we can't do it at home. All right. Also, I'll watch that on the way out, guys. Thanks again for coming out. Bitcoin's still holding 110,004. Again, intraday trading beginning. A little bit of a pullback here before noon. Probably start to see some more volatility around 12:30, 1 o'clock. Possibility of us climbing back up and reclaiming 112,000. I hope so. Hopefully we roll this month into our November with a new all-time high coming soon.
When will then be now? Soon.
Later.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, bold Nike. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for all which I'll get adored. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Happy birthday, Bitcoin. I'll see you guys tonight. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid before the bull run. It's almost here. It's upon us. Later.
What are you, stupid?
Yes.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises, we've made the trade. The robots are rising, he's taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.